Really kick-ass 1992 Chevrolet K1500, 68,000 miles, rough country suspension lift. Do you prefer your truck stock or lifted like this one? This is another one of those vehicles that we've actually owned a couple times. And the reason for that is it's a great truck. We sold this to a really good customer of ours. He played with it for a while, and when we actually sold it to him, it was a really stock truck, and he's the one that had all of the really cool mods done to this one. And then it was time for them to get something else, and they traded it back in on another vehicle. So that's how we got this truck back round two. It is a 1992 Chevrolet K1500 with a documented 68,841 actual miles. It's a clean Carfax, clean auto check, no accidents or damage ever reported, and a 68,000 original mile pickup. This one does have the 305. It's the original numbers matching fuel injected 305. I know everybody wants the 5.7, but to be honest, driving them back to back, you're not gonna know much of a difference, especially one that's lifted like this. It's more of just a good cruising truck. Not winning you any races. If it had the 5.7, it still wouldn't win you any races. But it's just a good truck to hop in. They're very reliable. That 5.0 runs just extremely well. Backed by the 700 R4 automatic overdrive transmission, power steering, power disc brakes, no complaints of any kind from anything mechanical on it. Easy, easy truck to drive. The AC's on right now, blowing nice and cold. The heat blows hot when you do need it to. We'll talk about the suspension a little bit later in the video, but as you can see here, the ride quality, it drives like a stock one, which when you lift one, it usually doesn't do that. Usually they have a different road feel, but this one was lifted correctly. It has the full suspension lift, so it still has a great ride quality, even at 65, 70 miles an hour. On the interior, it's the factory blue interior here. Bench seat's in excellent shape with your little fold-down armrest here for the driver. You do have an aftermarket Kenwood head unit and then speakers up in the speaker grills. Gauges are all easy to read. Steering wheel is in great shape. The only real flaw is a couple little sag spots on the very edges of the visors, and it's minimal at best. And there's one hairline crack in the dash over on the passenger side right above the glove box door. The glove box door opens and closes properly. Your factory heat and AC controls work properly. This is where your factory stereo would go. Obviously this one again has an aftermarket Kenwood stereo. The original head unit will go with the truck. It's in a box, it's in the toolbox in the back, so it will go with the pickup. Nice floor mats, nice carpet. You have your four-wheel drive selector on the floor. One of the most understated things that I really like about on this truck is it's a manual window, manual lock truck. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for all the power options, but in the 90s, a lot of that electronic stuff just doesn't seem to work right for older vehicles. The motors go out, things go wrong, you're changing regulators, changing motors, tearing the door panels apart. So with manual windows and manual locks, it's just easy up, easy down, easy lock, easy unlock, and they work exactly like they should, just like everything else on this truck. Lights, gauges, horn, wipers, radio, obviously the heat and AC, the stereo itself, all that stuff's working properly. The Does It Work section will be posted on the website, pcclassiccars.com. It will be in the additional media tab. How you're gonna find that is you're gonna click on this vehicle in the inventory tab, scroll to the very bottom, you'll see that additional media section. Carfax, auto check, motor numbers, imperfections, and the Does It Work section will be in there. But we'll roll into this little 305 here now that we're warmed up. Does everything you want from a truck like this, has great power for just being a 305, 700 shifts through the gears well. On the underneath represents like a lower mileage truck. Floors, frame, inner fenders, inner rockers, bottom side of the cab, bottom side of the bed, it all represents like a nice solid pickup. I see no problems of any kind. You do have a little surface corrosion on the non-painted parts, but it's all minimal at best. Set my cruise control right at the speed limit, 60 or so miles an hour, and we're just cruising without a worry. On the exterior, it is the medium blue and the silver metallic two-tone. The truck has had some paint work, but it still shows well. It's got some little imperfections, touch-ups. There's some small little scuffs and flaws on the roof. There's other little stone chips and little imperfections kind of around the pickup. Nothing that's major, something that I would worry about repainting or having redone. because it still shows well. Just little things that you'll see in those photos. Brand new white letter BFG tires, stock style wheels do have a few little flaws as well. The front bumper has that aftermarket winch that's cut into it. They did a nice job. The front impact strip on the front bumper has a few flaws like all of those get. Rear bumper looks good. You have a nice spray and bed liner in the back with a really good looking inlaid toolbox. No problems back there. Both your doors, the tailgate and the hood all open properly, closed properly as well. The flaws on this truck will be found again in that additional media tab on the website pcclassiccars.com, so make sure you guys check that out. But if you ask me, for a regular cab short bed 4-wheel drive, this truck has an awesome stance to it and just looks aggressive and mean. The suspension that was installed is a full Rough Country suspension lift. That is why it still rides great. It doesn't just have hockey pucks sticking up front, and it doesn't have just a big block in the back. It is a full suspension lift. That is why it still rides like a stock style truck, but you're sitting 4 or so inches higher, plus a little bit on the tire size. So great kit. If you ask me, the Rough Country is top quality stuff for these pickups. The steering is your stock power steering. The brakes are your stock disc brakes, and they all work exactly like they should. As you can see here, the truck is very responsive. It goes where you want it to go. No rubbing issues on anything. No weird squeaks, no rattles. No pulling left or right when you hit the brakes harder. Glass is in good condition. Again, we talked about this earlier. The manual windows roll up and down like they should. This is a solid back glass. The windshield has a few little stone nicks, but nothing that's major, nothing that I would worry about replacing. Your manual mirrors can be moved to where you need to see out of it. They're in a good spot right now. You have your rear view mirror with a little bit of haziness in the dead center of it, but just kind of a little nitpicky deal there. Little ashtray door opens and closes properly in here. No one has ever smoked in this truck, and it still smells almost like a new truck in here. It's very clean. As far as your exhaust, it does have aftermarket Magnaflow exhaust on it, and then your tailpipe coming out the back. Not a crazy loud pickup. When you get into the throttle a little bit more like I just did, you still hear some motor, but you do hear the exhaust has a nice sound to it. I'm a Flowmaster guy, but the Magnaflows do not sound bad either. I'm just a huge fan of the way this truck looks. Love the suspension lift, love the white letter BFGs, the two-tone on the paint. Just a cool, kick-ass OBS truck. When you pop the hood, it's very factory in the engine compartment. The bottom side of the hood is nice. The battery, the alternator are doing their job. Fluids check out good. Belts, hoses, serviceable items like fluids, all ready to roll on this pickup. I would hop in this thing, set the cruise, and roll it anywhere someone would want to go. You never know when something simple can go wrong on any older vehicle, but this is a reliable truck. Second time we've had it roll through our shop here at PC Classic Cars, and this is just a great one. And you're rolling 68,847 miles, odometer's rolling like it should. Trip meters rolling, all of your gauges look like they're doing what they need to be doing. Great oil pressure, great temperature, voltage, fuel gauge, tach, and speedo are all working properly. I'm almost cold on the inside here because this AC is working so well. Again, that aftermarket stereo is a nice bonus as well. Nothing to do on this truck other than just hop in, turn the key, and have a good time. You do have your winch control, the electronic plug-in winch control that's in the glove box over there. I forgot to mention that earlier. As always, I'm Michael. This is a lifted 1992 Chevrolet K1500 with a documented 68,000 miles, 305, overdrive transmission, cold AC. From myself and everybody here at PC Classic Cars, we appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drives. Make sure you check out that additional media section on the website pcclassiccars.com. Check out all the content we're posting across the social platforms every single day. We'll catch you guys on the next video.